Welcome, welcome, welcome. Facebook, we have no copyrights, but that's the Liberian singing. Yeah. Welcome, please share, please share. We have Liberians on the ballot. We need to talk about it. Yes. We're on the ballot. Liberians are on the ballot. We have 5. Hey. Oh. Mama. Facebook, the song belongs to Covey Adams. We have no rights. It is important that we speak about this. Hello, everybody. We have 5 Liberians. We're on the ballot. I'm a Liberian. The fact that we have 5 Liberians on the ballot, I am on the ballot. Cavie Adams singing All Rights Are Hers. God says you are under rise. Yes. This is amazing. This is history. This is news. All of our adversaries, and we shall shout out loud. The Lone Star forever. Yes. The Lone Star forever. Yes. We have 5. 5. 5 Liberians. We have 5 Liberians on the ballot. Yes, arise, Mama Liberia. Hello. Good evening. I am just here for the next 45 minutes to talk about the fact that we're making history. We don't want this to slip by us. We don't want it to slip by anyone. So I want to encourage you to please stick around. Please share this podcast. We're going to play another song about Liberia. We are on the ballot, the ballots. Liberia will rise again. Imagine having 5 Liberians. 5, not 1. I lived in Minnesota or Colorado, I don't even want to tell you what I would have been doing. But it's important that we talk about them, that we introduce them to you. My name, of course, is Glendy Jean Junius. I am here today in my own personal capacity as a Liberian, wanting to be able to share that we have 5 Liberians on the ballot, 5 Liberians that we know of. If there's any other Liberian that's out there that you know about that's running for office, let us know. We know that when Mayor Collins was running, we all worked together to get him in office. It is important that we do this. We have not 1, not 2, go get it. Come on, invite people to come and join this. This is history. This is history. We have 5 Liberians on the ballot. 5. Yes, yes. We prophesy to you, you will rise, you will shine, you will prosper in Africa, in the world. Yes. Oh, sweet land of liberty. Come on, Liberians, we got this. We will rise, you will shine, you will prosper in Africa. Yeah, the world. All rights are from our cassette. Amen. Hallelujah. Come on. Amen. Hallelujah. We have 5 people on the ballot. I am on that ballot. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Come on, Liberia. Liberians are on the ballot. 5 of them. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Please share if you can. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. hallelujah. Liberians, come on. That's Maron Cassell. We have 5 Liberians on the ballot. 5. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. We are on the ballot. 5. 5 times. Hallelujah. Come on, join me. Let's celebrate Jesus. Hey. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Liberia. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. 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 You are lifted. Amen. You are lifted. Amen. Hallelujah. Liberia, you are lifted. Amen. We want to welcome all of you to you who are watching. You will have the time this evening to join us. Even for those who will watch it later, we want to encourage you. We have 5 Liberians, 5 Liberians that's on the ballot. 5 of them. It is important for me as a progressive Liberian woman. I like to describe myself as a progressive Liberian woman, to come out. And even though I don't live in any of the states where they're running, which is a sad thing for me, but I still want to be able to add my voices to those people who have campaigned for them, who's going to be voting for them, and also to encourage Liberians who live in those 2 areas that they will be voting from to please do their best to come out and support our Liberian brothers and sisters. So like I said, we have 5 of them. I'll show them again. little bit. Hello, Awa.
Hello.
Mute.
Oh, mute. I can see it though.
Okay, I can hear you now. All
You
right.
can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I
Okay.
hope that people were hearing me because look, I was on mute.
Yeah, I think you were on mute. Yeah, because they told me
Yes.
it was working. Yeah.
All right. So Hawaii is here. Thank you for joining here this evening. I was just saying that we don't have one, we have 5 persons, 5 Liberians running for office. 5. You can hear me?
Yes. Are you on your regular page or your other page so I can share?
I'm on my regular page.
Okay.
Yes. So I hope I was doing all the thing and nobody was hearing. So let me just play the music again. Hawa, you share. Let me just play music so that Hawa can have the time to share. I hope you guys, I'm sorry if you aren't hearing me. But it's important for us to be a part of this thing here. So there you go.
It's just showing your post. So where are you live at?
So I'm on StreamYard.
Okay, so is it on your GBC or is it on your regular
No,
page?
it's on my let me tag you in there. Let me tag you. All right, you see it? I just tagged you.
Okay. I don't see it, but I'm trying to find the live so I can share it.
Yeah, it's let me copy the link in your inbox. All right, I'll copy the link
Okay.
in your inbox.
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
Oh, it attachment unavailable.
What? It's on. I can see you. I can see me.
And you watching it from your other Facebook page and
I
stuff?
am watching you from even from I share it on another page. I can see you. So folks, you can tell that this is organic. So you're gonna follow along with us.
I guess.
Yes. I see you there though.
I hope somebody didn't block me from their page here because it would be a problem.
Oh, but my personal page. Why would they block you? Unless they block your personal page.
No, I just went live on my personal page.
Yeah, but you on my page. I mean, I see you. I can tag you in. I know why.
All right, I'm just checking because you got a lot of people that take care of the page.
All right. So let's play our music and we'll start. You will prosper in Africa. Yeah, the world. You are lifted. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. You are lifted. Amen. You are lifted. Kingdom shall come to your life. Nations shall come to your life. Everywhere you are lifted. Okay. I know what it is. I ain't trying to block. Oh yeah, we'll come to talk about people.
So what? Telling you so.
Okay, let's go ahead. All right. So, like I said first, I'm gonna take me how else you all can see we 5 Liberians on the ballot. 5 of them on the ballot. How was your day today, Hawa?
It was good. It was fascinating. It was inspiring. It was awesome.
Yes, 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 yes. I saw your post this morning. I woke up. I was like, if I just live in Minnesota, Colorado, I don't know what the people are going to do about me.
I thought all the people play the I want to play my LIB music. You know, Miss Representative Riggs is so conservative. She said, "How
Yes,
we play it small, just we small, just we." The white people there were too plenty.
it was too much today. I don't know why the video is not sharing.
Yeah, man. I don't know why.
But it's on. I don't know why it's not sharing. So I don't
I
know.
really want to share it. I don't know why.
I don't know why it's not sharing.
When
But
you have a
anyway,
when you have a good trouble on your platform, that's what happens.
yes, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah,
But
man.
we're here.
He didn't see it on your page.
What is there? Oh,
I just saw the post.
it's on my Glenda Jane Jr.'s page.
Is it
I hope
public?
let me see.
Yeah, I
Let
don't
me
see it.
see privacy. Oh, thank you, Hawa. That's why it was
Hmm.
only me.
Exactly. Oh my God.
Okay, now we have fixed it, folks. We have fixed it. Now Hawa can share. See if you can share it now. It was so
Yeah.
all the other thing I was doing, I was Jamie, I was talking to.
Yes. Now it's live. Yep. Now it's live.
Okay, so welcome everybody. I am Glenda Jean Jr. and I'm here with the famous Hawa Meska. Look how famous you are.
I'm not famous.
Yes, you are. You may
No.
not, you may think you're not, but you are famous. Anyway, why are we here today? We're here today because we think that we're in history is in the making. We have 5 Liberians. 5. So this is where we are. Want to talk first about how you want to start. Welcome, Hawa.
Yeah, go ahead. You can go ahead and start.
Okay, so the first person I want us to talk about is I think when I was on first, I was doing it just me, and I didn't know that it was only me on. But anyway, the first candidate I want to talk about is Kou Kwanu. This is Kou.
Okay.
She is running for City Council, Brooklyn Center, Minnesota.
Okay.
She's number 1. This is new for her. And so we're looking. Kou Kwanu is the daughter of the late Dr. Joseph Kwanu.
Okay. Didn't he just pass?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's his daughter.
Oh, okay.
And she's running for office in Brooklyn Center.
That's
And
awesome.
yes, 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 yes. And the second person we want to introduce all of our different candidates. The second one is Mayor Mike Elliott,
Okay.
running for mayor of Brooklyn Center. Then we want to go to our next person here is Mr. Siafa Barkley.
Okay.
He's running for city council in Roseville, Minnesota.
Wow.
Siafa Barkley.
Okay.
He's running. And then we also have Winfred Russell, who is running for mayor of Brooklyn Park.
Awesome.
Yeah, he right now a member of the city council, but he's now running for mayor. And last but not the least, she's on the ballot. When I saw her name on this, it just made me smile. The second time around,
That's right.
won. Her name is on there. We support her. And Nikita Riggs, representative, she wants to go back. She's done a lot. And she hasn't, the thing about her is that in her short term, however, she hasn't just done only for for her people. She has also been involved in the Liberian community,
That's right.
going to Liberia, whatever. I mean, programs. So sure, when they had the COVID, she helped to raise funding and send supplies.
Yeah.
Anytime you even the 100-year celebration, she was there. So it's not like I took a position and I just sat there and held it to myself, but she was engaged.
Mm-hmm.
She engaged Liberians and engaged other people. So I wanna look at it like we're on the ballot. There
Yeah.
should be no reason why every Liberian in Minnesota who and Colorado who has the ability to vote, there should be no reason why they wouldn't vote for these people.
That's
Is
right.
that right or wrong?
That's absolutely right.
Yes. I think you should. If you live in Minnesota or you live in Colorado, please vote for these people. I mean, this is what it is. I also want to share today. I took a picture from Hawas Campawas knocking canvassing today. There
That's,
they go.
yay. Yeah, that
There
district
they go.
40, that's her district.
Yes. So I'm gonna let Hawa talk to us about all that they did today and also about Representative Rex.
Well, let me just say I'm very proud and I'm very honored, and I like the fact that you always elevate Liberians. You always showcasing Liberians, and I like that. You show our people in a very high form, and it's very good. People have to know that we have good Liberians, and it's not to say there's a good and a bad, but there are people who are working their butts off, and they are great public servants, great people, and we must honor them and we must shine a light on them. So I like the fact that you always shining light on people. So like that, who is Naquita Riggs? That's my candidate. You know, I'm for all the Liberians in the other state. Well, come on, I can't vote. 'Cause I don't live there. So the people who there, they gotta sell that on the people. So I can't
Yes,
on the person. Nah, I will go to back to all the other candidates though. I'm so inspired by the Dr. Gonu Rice and daughter.
yes,
I did not know, I never heard of her, but her father was a great contributor to Liberia. And I know she got a lot of good principles, a lot of ethics, and a lot of things that she comes with. I mean, sometimes your parents are your seed to your legacy. So for her, she have to win. It's a must that she win. So let me
yes,
go to Naquita Riggs. Naquita Riggs, a Liberian American politician, a businesswoman and accountant, serving as a member of the House of Colorado House of Representatives, District 40. She was elected in November 2020, the same time of this year around, assumed office on January 13, 2021. Naquita Riggs, for me, I'm an independent candidate, so I can pick and vote for who I want to vote for. That's the good thing of being an independent candidate. But it's not, I didn't just come to speak for her. And one of the highest thing, and I will say, and nobody can say, oh yeah, come on, Jewish people vote for Jewish people.
yes.
Muslim people vote for their people they want. So
Yep.
the number one reason that I chose to vote for her, and the other one, that the other addition that added it to her competence, her professionalism, her service, the public sector, and the private sector. But she's a Liberian. When I saw her name on the first time on the ballot, and somebody mentioned me, said, "How is a woman running in your state?" She's a Liberian woman. Never heard of her. Never knew her. I just got chills, and I was just inspired. And I'm like, wow, a daughter from Liberia, Cape Palmas, Maryland County, is on the ballots. And I
Mm-hmm.
was inspired by that. And somebody put me in contact with her. And I think maybe you even talk about it. You say, how are you gotta find a way to connect with her before.
Yes.
And I connected with her, and first time meeting her, so humble, and told me her story. How she was here in the States here, single mom. She was a real estate agent, and a lot of things happens with people when it comes people of color, immigrant problems, women problems, and you also a mom. And one day she said, I'm just gonna put my name on the. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna believe, and I'm gonna hope. And people will listen to me, and that's exactly what happened. The immigrant community, Caucasian women, teachers, mothers, grandmothers, Hispanic community. I mean, everybody. Yaquita Grace also made history in Colorado, the first woman, African descent
Yes.
immigrant, to be on that ballot, and she won. So we are
Mm-hmm.
confident that she will regain this position.
Yep. We're excited about her. Like I was telling her, I think everybody, when she first started, I remember somebody had sent me her information
Mm-hmm.
when she was first running and said, Glenda, you always promoting people. Can you please promote her? And I think Michael and I at that time on Lusuli brought her on and spoke with her and
Yes.
encouraged people to vote for her. But the thing I like about her is she hasn't been quiet.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't been silent. She
Mm-hmm.
hasn't been in hiding. She's been upfront, and people, she has gained a lot of momentum in the Liberian society here in the diaspora. A
Yeah.
lot of people know about who she is. Now, when she first started, people, they didn't know. It's like people had to connect her to this, but this is the thing. I know she's gonna win again, because even amongst us, she's been able to excel amongst us and promote Liberian people. So, like how I say, other people vote for their people. If you're in Colorado, what's wrong with voting for her? And as somebody said to me today, was I was talking with someone about the candidates running. It was like, Linda, I don't even care if I'm selfish. The fact that they are Liberians, I'm just going to click down the line.
Thing that people do, how do you think people build legacies and generational
Yes,
legacy and community legacy? Because they go behind their people. That's
yes,
simple.
yes. I mean, that's what it is, and that's what we need to do. And so that's why we're here today, to encourage you all, to encourage. And one of the things that stood out to me today was when this picture that I shared with Hawa. If you can look at the picture, you see the colors, right?
Colors, yes.
You see the colors in the picture, so you know that this woman is length and breadth, widespread. Everybody wants her, everybody likes her. So we're here to promote her candidacy, and we think that she needs to go back. We're encouraging you, we're asking you to please support her candidacy.
Yeah.
All righty. Anybody else you want to talk about? I mean, let's talk first about why it is important for Liberians to vote. I want to hear your perspective on why it's important for Liberians living in Minnesota or in Colorado to vote for these candidates.
Because nobody understands your story than the person that come from where you come from. Period. End of story.
Yes. That's it. And that should be the answer for everybody.
Yeah.
That should be the answer, is that who's going to sell you the most? Who's going to talk about you the most?
Yeah.
And even and Josh is going to shift me to Winfrey also. I didn't even know him personally. And I think there was some work he was doing. I believe it was Zambia or somewhere, and I followed him on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I follow him and follow what he's done. And then also with the immigration stuff, with TPS, traveling all the time from Minnesota to Washington, D.C., getting involved, getting engaged. One of the things I like about Winfrey is he's not proud, in my opinion. Every time I've been able to reach out to talk to him, even if he wasn't able to call, he will be able to call back. And the last time he didn't win when he ran, because I think it was by 3 votes, I believe.
Yeah. So little. I was so hurt.
Yeah, it was just by 3 votes. So this man, regardless of him winning or not, he continues to support Liberia and Liberian initiatives. So it's important that, come on, folks, get out there. Minnesota, you're plenty in our place. A lot of you, it should not be about, oh, I don't like him, or oh, he's not for this, or oh, he's not for that. It should be that I've seen this man, his work is a testament of what he has done and what he will continue to do, and I should be able to put myself in a position to be able to vote for him.
And those 3 votes that he lost could have been 3 Liberian votes.
Exactly. Exactly. And you can't, and the thing about voting is how you can't say, like, I ran, believe it or not, when Barack Obama ran, I think my children was probably 10 or so. And I tell you there, myself, everybody in the community knew us. We were knocking doors. So in the morning, in the core, we were going. So it's like we need to be able to do, you can't say, oh, I think he has enough. Like I was talking to some people today, and the guy was like, oh, I'm looking at the polls, blah, blah, blah. I said, listen, I am not going to be pessimistic. I don't want to even breathe any negativity in my spirit. I want to do all I can to be able to say, let me tell somebody about these candidates so they can vote for them. And what I think you should do, I was telling what you should do also is, if you don't live in Minnesota or in Colorado, encourage, if you know people there, encourage them. Just do the Liberian factor. The Liberians, so I'm going to vote for them. That's just it. Plain and simple.
They are Liberians and they are competent.
Yes.
They ain't just Liberian, they are competent. You want to give a little bio of each candidate? What they
So
have.
I mean, I can go and find that. Let me find what's written. I think I have a flyer here of the things that Winfred said he's going to do here.
Mm-hmm.
As your next mayor, I will continue to build partnership with residents and law enforcement. And just, I think yesterday I saw that he already connected the police department in Minnesota with the police department in Liberia. I saw that. And there's so many other things. And then the first playground in Painesville, the
Wow.
materials came from here, from Minnesota, to the
Right.
Painesville city. He worked along with the mayor of Painesville, and they sent those things there. In
Wow.
yes, so that playground came from the work through Winfred Russell. There's so many things he's done. I can look up if you want to. Let me see, folks. We're trying to encourage all of you here, talking about the importance of voting for our Liberians that are running. We're on the ballot. If you are a Liberian, you're on the ballot because we have five persons on the ballot.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what I can find.
You again, sometimes people don't know about their candidates and they don't know what the person
Mm-hmm.
they don't know what the person stand for and things that they want to do and things that they have done. So sometimes it's good to tell people about
Yeah,
yeah, about that person. Yeah, service.
yeah. I'm gonna find what I have on Winfred Russell. So Winfred Russell, like I say, he's currently serving as a member of the City Council
Mm-hmm.
of Brooklyn Park, uh, Minnesota. He has also, it's a lot of stuff here, community evangelism. He's been able to work with different communities. He was the founder and director of Health Equity African Career Education Resources in Minnesota,
Okay.
Pro- program manager for health delivery systems in Africa.
Wow.
Yeah, in Nigeria, he served from 2015 to 2019. He was also on the American Refugee Committee for 9 months program. I mean, like you said, he was also on the Ebola response manager in Liberia. He worked in Liberia for
Wow.
a year, 2014 to 2015. And he was executive director for African Career in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. He
Wow.
has a bachelor's degree in broadcast journalism, a master's degree in international and global studies, and he also has a master's degree in Mendo Plente Poco. Also has a master's degree in multi-interdisciplinary studies from the University of Minnesota.
Okay.
That's a little bit about Winfred Russell. He's worked here, he's worked in Africa,
Yeah.
and also in Liberia. And currently he is a member of the City Council
That's
of Brooklyn Park. And he's been there since 2019 to present. And I think he's running for mayor because I think the person who there is retiring or something, and that person kind of have already endorsed him.
wow.
Yes. One of the things I like to say, there are a lot of Liberians there. So Liberians should be able to, if they put their forces together,
Yes, they can make it.
they can make that. They can
Mm.
make it.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see if I can find something on Cole. Cole is pretty young.
I love that. I love that she's her traditional name.
Yes, Cole Guano. I'll see if I can find anything on her. I doubt that I have anything. Cole and I go to the same church in Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes. And of course, because I went to Cottington, her dad I never liked history. But if you start to talk to Tata Kwanu, he was always so poised, took his time to speak. And, especially he loved history.
I heard of him. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So Kau Kwanu, she has a law degree,
Oh,
a
nice.
doctorate in law,
Wow.
Juris Doctor.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah, she also studied psychology at the University of Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit more about Kau is, I think she's currently she went to, and this is somebody from Brooklyn Center running to be. She went to high school in Brooklyn Center.
Oh, so she got a
Yeah,
strong.
she knows the area. That's where
Yeah.
she's from. That's
Nice.
where she's from. And I like what she says here. And recently, I watched the funeral stuff for her dad. They were in Nima. She embraces her culture a lot. And so some of the things she's done, she's worked for Unico.
Okay.
Yeah. So the woman got a law degree, my people.
That's awesome. And she's
Yes.
young. So I like
Yes. Yes. She's an attorney in law at Phil Haber Larson. So she's currently
that.
practicing.
Okay.
Yes, currently
So
practicing.
she can draw a lot of young Liberian Americans, young adults.
Yes.
So yeah, oh man, I wish I was there to
Yes.
that's
Yes. Let me just spoke. We're talking here about Kau Kwanu. She's running to be member of the City Council in Brooklyn Center,
nice.
Minnesota. All right, Mayor Elliott. Mayor Elliott is running for his second term.
Oh wow.
Mike Elliott running for his second term. He works, of course, he's the mayor of Brooklyn Center. He went, and all. It's kind of interesting that these people who are running, they're grassroots. How they're from the area.
Yeah, community engagers. Yeah.
Yes, he went to the high school in Minnesota. He studied international management in college. He lives in Brooklyn Center, and he's the mayor of Brooklyn Center.
Nice.
Yes, I
Great.
guess. I mean, I guess that's well, it's almost like right after college, this was the job he wanted to do, and he was able to win it. So that's a good thing. We're talking about, just so you know, if you're just joining us, we're just here this evening to encourage Liberians and to also bring awareness to the fact that we have 5 Liberians
5.
on data. 5.
Mm-hmm.
And we spoke about Cole earlier. Now we're talking about Mike Elliott. He's currently the mayor and he's running again.
Okay.
Yeah. Want to talk about
Where did he live, Mike?
He lives in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right there.
Wow.
He's the mayor and lives right in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
All of them from around the same townships and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
wow.
they're from the place where they should be able to encourage. I like when all 4 of them, in fact, all 5 of them, at one time, I think they were on. I think they were on Focus on Liberia or they were on Spoon TV. They interview all of them together.
Oh, nice.
Yes, they interview all of them together. The last person is Mr. Siafa Barkley, and I like the names.
I love the traditional names. That's right.
Yes, Siafa Barkley also lives in Minnesota, and he works at the Regents Hospital.
Okay.
In Minnesota.
That's my vibrato.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. He's actually from Fishtown, Monrovia.
Yeah, he with me. He for some kind of playing Cape Mountain.
All right, if you want to, let me look and see if I find anything else on him.
What's the find name from him? He from Fishtown, Monrovia, eh?
Say he from Fishtown. Siafa Barkley. Let me see if I find anything else on him, Barkley.
I'm on. Oh, and Miss Briggs gave me her traditional name the last time. I forgot it. Oh my God, she have a traditional name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was asking her for a traditional name. 'Cause I told her, when people hear that name, they automatically think she's African American. You know, she's Black American.
Oh,
Most
what's her
most
name?
people don't think she's Liberian born.
Oh, when they hear the Nakita,
Yeah, when they hear Nakita.
I know my cousin is married to someone named Nakita.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's all I found on Siafa. But the important thing is that we have five Liberians. There they are.
Yes.
5 Liberians
Two
that
women. Yeah.
is the ballot. We have 5 of them running.
Um,
Five of them. So
yeah.
tell us today about the I mean you went out canvassing today for Nikita race. Tell her how it was.
It
I
was
already see your
good. You know me.
already.
I was really in Zico, so I really wanted to go there, but I had to be concerned. Because some of the neighborhood don't went our conservative neighborhood, and then my phone gonna go give her on me. But that's all right. It was inspiring. It was amazing. It was a life cycle moment for me to walk with a Liberian woman to knock on doors, and the woman is an activist, man. The Aurora Centennials, a newspaper here wrote about her. So she offers solid community activist credentials. She's a smart and focused community activist with her thumbs on the pulse of the community. She too is a solid choice for city council or future. That they were speaking for her in futuristic things, though, and they didn't know she was going to run. They wrote about
Yes,
activism. They woman know they said it. We went of one neighborhood first and were confused because she gave us a different, papers to go from different streets. And as soon as the other girl I came and the other people that were there, she said, no, 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 that's not the area. You got to turn left and turn this way. And we spread out, and I just to see her move and engage with people in the neighborhood, it was very touching for me, and I'm very inspired. And it's an extra kind of light that she poured into me today to see her working and canvassing and saying hi to people, children in their neighborhood, stopping and asking the children how they are doing, and going up to white Caucasian men who you can look at them, you will be intimidated. And she shook their hand. I am your state representative. I want to ask you if you have voted. Some of them said no, and she said, well, this is me, and I want to ask you for your vote. I mean, she was confident, she was poised, she was paraprofessional. I mean, she got it going on. It's good to know people behind the scenes,
yes,
from what they do behind the scene, and just seeing the pretty picture from outside. She worked her butt off. I mean,
yes.
earlier this morning we met at a coffee shop. There were already community engagers there to meet her at a coffee shop. She was organized. All her campaign literature, she had everybody part up based on Zooms. Those people walk in there, they greeted them, offer you if you wanted coffee, gave you your literature, you were out the door to go and campaign. She have it going on. And I think, and I'm just like, wow, okay, it makes sense to why she won the first time. It make even more sense now. She had young people, old people. There were two young men that I met from Ghana they were first there waiting. Can you imagine waiting for her to get
Yes,
campaign
yes,
to go campaign? That's how much people in the immigrant community here really, really, really support her. I will give them credit for that. The Sudanese community, the Ethiopian communities, Nigerians, Ghanaians. I mean, you can tell that we are thirsty for people to look like us, to serve that look like us, that remind us of who we are. So even all the other nationalities of Africans and foreigners, and even the Hispanic community, you can tell that we know it's not fun to just see people on ballots. Look at
yes,
it. That don't look like you.
yes,
That don't
yes,
share your values. You want to have a ballot of inclusion of all people. And that's what we want. Nikita Riggs is number one on that ballot.
yes,
It's, and that's why I
yes,
think for her, she brings, and for all of them, I think I'm sure there are other people that are running on those ballots, that Winfred Russell and Cole and Mr. Siafa is running on, but it should touch the consciousness of Liberians to say for one time, in that one time, because we are like a Liberian who support us, we have good Liberians who support us. But if nothing bring us together, we must think nationalism and
yes.
patriotism to say, I don't worry about what happening now or who he knows or what they said. I want my brother to win. I want my sister to win. I must be my sister and my brother's keeper. And I think that's the focus that we should have going in this country, in a country that we are in exile. If you don't fight for your people, you don't sell your people. Who do you expect to sell them? The Jewish people, the Chinese
That's true.
people. Who do you expect to sell them?
That's true.
You know.
I think you make a great point when you say, because I was thinking about it today. I'm like, what if I live in any one of these? One of the things that prepare me, because like I sent all of them messages yesterday,
Okay.
and I said, I know you all are busy. I think I sent a message Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday, and I said, I know you all are busy. I don't need you to come on, but I want, even though I don't live in your area, I want to be able to share a light, and even if it were for me to come up for 5 minutes and
Mhm.
just share some light on you, because it's like you said, we are in exile. And for me, this is a huge opportunity
Very
that
huge.
has been given to us, for us to be able to feel that we can experience our franchise here
Mhm.
as Africans, to vote for Liberians.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, it's like you're not in Liberia, you're probably not going there anytime soon. You probably won't be able to go and vote. And the fact that you're here and you have 5 Liberians,
Mhm.
what better thing can you do?
Yeah.
What better thing can you
And
do?
they're not just having 5 Liberians. You got a shot. You got
Yes,
a shot of making
yes,
it happen.
yes,
Are you gonna make it happen for them, or you gonna just be a watcher? You know, there are people who will see the success of other people and say, just because it's not me, I won't do. We must get away from that mindset that if Winfred Russell wins, Liberia wins. If
yes,
Winfred Russell wins, our children wins, because
yes,
he represents every Liberian American children in that community. So you gotta look at it beyond the person. You gotta look at it on a patriotic level. If Kowu win, you know how many young Liberian American children are aspiring to be lawyers and they can see themselves through her. You know how many young immigrant people and children living in Colorado, and we live in a state where the odds are against us. I want people to understand this. Whatever you live, you can say, "Oh, I live in Minnesota. A lot of Liberians there is an African." No, the odds are against you, because people who make decisions for you do not look like you. The odds are against you. In order for your voice to be heard, you must vote for people who have your belief, people you can connect to, people that you believe in, people you can trust. And I can guarantee you, with all the nonsense Liberian does, if Winfred Russell goes there and then one of our Liberian children or somebody gets in trouble or some law that affected a Liberian American child, he will advocate for them. I
yes,
know that for a fact, because if he didn't
yes,
love his people, he would not run in a community with his people.
yes. And not only that, I mean, and I'm sure there are a lot of people too who he's already presently helping.
Yeah,
Every one of them,
yes.
every single one of them. The fact that my thing is, even if no one, if people don't know that, the fact that their name is able to get on the ballot,
You know
that's
what it is?
significant.
The way they can scrutinize these candidates. They can
Yes,
do background check behind them, go in the community, ask people about them, do external checks behind them. For your
yes,
picture, just for their picture to get on the ballot. You're a Liberian woman, you're seeing you're seeing three Liberian men on the ballots. You know what that represents?
mhm,
That your boys have a chance in a society that they can become anything, because they see our children nowadays. All they see when they see our children wearing hoodies and stuff, we tie them to gangster effects. Do you know what it is for a young Liberian boy or even an African American boy to see Winfred Russell, to see Siafa Barkley,
yeah,
to see and Mike Elliott on the ballots? You know what it does to them psychologically?
mhm, mhm. It
Yeah.
says a lot, and also to the I don't even know the word. It's like it took a lot for them to even want to do that,
Yes.
because it's like you said, the procedure is very invasive. It's like they're checking this, they're checking that, they're checking the other, and not only that, they also run the risk of being ostracized.
Oh
They
yeah.
run the risk of people speaking negatively about them. They also run the risk of having lots of enemies,
Mm-hmm.
people who are not for them. But they say, you know what, I'm gonna stick it out, and their win is Liberia's win.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most satisfying thing, is that their win is Liberia's win.
Their win is Liberia win. Today I went somewhere. I didn't want to tell the Nikita Riggs that will show that, because my thing is I'm a person who, if you're doing something and you believe in it and you call me to it, I will stand with you. Whether you get 2 votes, you will know that that particular vote, how I was part of that vote. I saw her flyer today somewhere, and I think somebody trashed the flyer. It could be a mistake, or I just
Mhm.
saw it and just saw it. I picked it up. Didn't even
Mhm.
want. see that, because I wanted her to know that even I am my sister's keeper, whether she's watching or she's not watching. And today we went to the congressman house. It's another man that running, Tom Sullivan. His son was killed in the Colorado massacre year, so he's running for state. He's a lawmaker, and he supports her. He supported her too, but he's running for state office now. I went to his house today, and his wife was telling me, "Oh, got there. I really want to do a live with his family because they are a very amazing family. They support Naquita Riggs too for her and stuff. They were also sharing her own work." But the wife was saying that they go and knock on doors, and some people will not even listen. They just tear the flyer right in front of them, you know. But she said we are committed to a cause, because we're not just running to go do laws for just for my son that was killed in the massacre, but children that will come after my son, will they be protected? It really touched me, you know, as a victim sister. So it's a lot of things that go behind the scene today. Her phones were ringing. I mean, she just had getting calls. People wanted the coffee thing and she was not there. She had to get back in her car, go there. I mean, people are calling her from medias and other places. A lot of things to do. The pressure are on them a lot. Just, I mean, it's a reality that we must face and we must say here today, and we must be truthful to ourselves. The pressure are on them. They look different.
Yes.
They are not the regular candidates on the ballots.
Mm.
Some of them are in places. Naquita Riggs' opponent is 74 years old.
Wow.
You want to see her resume? It can follow the whole table. Today when I saw her resume, I said, check her. She said, Howard, don't look at, don't worry about that. I won before. She was confident. She said, I did it before. And I was my first time doing it, and I did it before. She said, you know how scared I was? I did it before. So, but it's just saying that, you know, in this country, people believe, no matter how old or how young, when they believe in something, they go for it.
They go for it.
You must have that same mindset. Naquita Riggs' opponent is 74 years old with a lot of credentials under his belt.
Wow.
Yes.
And yet she still has the zeal and still want to do it regardless. And she did it before. And she was able to win.
Yes.
It's almost like, it reminds me of, and not to take us off here, it reminds me of when I decided to run for Cottington Alumni Association. So I was running against someone who was a 30 years veteran as a priest. As a priest. Not only that, he had a lot of community things on his belt.
Yeah.
And then the other thing also was that he was an Episcopalian. I was a Baptist, and I wanted to be president of the Alumni Association. Another thing is, I didn't graduate from Cotton. I graduated from LU, but I went to Cotton for 3 years. And it's like, and then there were people, and I think what also I think has encouraged them, regardless of the situation is in, I had a handful of people who believed in me and said, you can do it. And that's all you need. You need a handful of people that say, you know what, we believe in you. We don't want you to kill your dream.
Yeah.
It's like people were asking me, so your CV, some of those men, cutting up men, they'll give me a hard time. Oh, you married, you this, we won't see your family picture. And this was just a community organization.
Imagine when it comes to political things.
Imagine what they've been able to go through, the scrutiny that they had to go through.
Yeah.
But I believe, and the people that were near, the people that put me, the little core group of people that I had, they also believe in me. And that's all you need to propel you.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. You need to believe in yourself, the people that are near you. And so in short, what I'm saying is, this is a great opportunity for us as Liberians.
Yeah.
To have 5 people. I don't know if there may be other countries who have 5 people, but for us, this is the first time, I would say, to have 5 Liberians on the ballot together at the same time.
This is history.
Yes. Yes, I sat here today laying down doing nothing. I was debating with coming on, not coming on, and I must say that seeing you out there today really encouraged me, because oh Lord, why coming to, if people say they're Glenaeus, you always talking for people. They say, why can't leave it? And I said, no, I'm still going to do it. I'm still convinced that this is something good. This is history. Whether people want to listen or don't want to listen, we have to be supportive.
Yeah. Today,
We
when
have to.
I held her hand because in the weather is very cold now. We live in the mountains, so our snow can come earlier and the weather can change. And some people she was expecting they were running late. Some people were telling they would come later. And I hold her hand and let her. I told her I could see in her eyes, and I told her I'm here. And
Yes.
whenever you need this community involvement, and even if one person show up, you let me know the time and the date and the location, I will show up. I'm here.
Yes.
Sometimes the candidates just want to know that they have people, their own people
Yes.
who are there. It can
Yes.
be 10,000 white people that may show up. It may be 10,000 Nigerians that may show up. 10,000 Ethiopians that may show up for them. They want their own Liberians there. Today
Yes.
I've heard that from the Quita Rigs. And I think all the candidates on the ballots, no matter even if Kowu went to high school in Minnesota, I know she got plenty of American friends. You know what?
Yes.
It still meant something extra to her when her own Liberian, her father people show up, her mother's people show up. It's a different feeling you get in you. And I know the odds are against her because our population here in the States, almost 90% or 80 something percent is Caucasian. But I'm very inspired by her that she saw all of this and she said,
Yes.
I believe I can do it. And the first time I met her, that was before her election when we got connected, when she was running and doing all these publicity. She said, "How I think I got a chance because I've done a lot of community activism in this community. I've done it with other people. I learned from other people. I got great mentors, people who advised me." And she said, "I think I can do it." And I said, "If you believe it already, so I think it's done. So I'm
Yeah.
very inspired by her and her humbleness and her service to the community, what she have done. I want to give her a little, but we give biography for everybody. So let me give my
Mhm.
bad girl, my own Kipama sister.
Yes. Talk.
I love all the other candidates. If I were able to do a thing, well, you can be in American, you live in a different state, but you still love you still respect that pricing value. I will come to vote for all of them today.
Yes.
The
Yes.
awareness is a good thing that some Liberian will be watching, will be part of their district. If you're not in their district, you can still ask other Liberians who are in their district
Yes. That you
and
know.
them to vote.
Mhm.
Yes, you can still do that. So Naquita Ray's been a small business owner since 2004. She's a president and co-founder of the African Chamber of Commerce here in Colorado. She lived in Colorado for over 30 years. She's a prior graduate of Aurora High School. So where she canvassed today, she went to high school.
Woo.
Classmates are parents now. So she
So
encountered
she's not coming from another era. Or
in
she
that
lives in
in
that era.
her own
That's what I
district.
like about these candidates.
Yes,
They're all
yes,
familiar with. It's not like, oh, I'm from this district. I want to run this. Like this is their home. This is
yes.
they
Yeah,
home
she went
base.
to Aurora Central High School, and she holds a BS in accounting and also an MBA from the University of Colorado. So her high school and her college thing, everything high school community where she lived, everything in the same place. So she got a good chance. She had received various awards from the Colorado Black Roundtable National Council of Negro Women, including a
Mm.
salute. She got a salute award for her community activism from the Colorado Black Educators Association. She had done a lot of things that most people are not aware of. She even got a leadership in the Denver leadership from the Graduate School of Colorado for her leadership in Aurora. She a former vice chairman. The woman is a single mother, but she on the public school education board.
Wow.
She visits. She add her voice to things that matter. She a proud mother. She has received so many stars, like the rising stars or the Arapaho Democrats in her district. She received another rising star from coming from a community engager, from coming from just from the bottom. She used to volunteer, do things. Just from that, she rose up to this position. So she had done a lot of great things for the people of District 40 in Aurora, Colorado. And a resident or high school student, college graduate from the same area, a mother from the same area. Some of her
Wow.
friends are parents now who will also vote for her. So she has done
Yes.
a lot of things. You don't have to even be a Liberian to hear the story. I think that the reason that captured her coming from Liberia during the midst in the heat of the Civil War, and she
Yes.
the story around. So I think she's competent and she's on
Yes.
fire. And a win is a must, and a win should be a must for all of them. Just how I believe,
All of them.
yeah,
All five of them.
all of you guys in Brooklyn Center, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, anywhere you see a Liberian person face on the ballot, you must cast your vote because we are living in a global thing that people are focusing on their community now. The Jewish
Yes.
people, they always been the ladder in the
Oh
ancient days.
yes.
They've
Oh
been focused
yes.
on
Ain't
their
nobody
people.
going to win them.
Nobody.
Nobody going to win
You see
any
an
Jewish
Asian person,
person.
ready, yeah, he might support him and say, oh, he's a good gentleman, he's a good man. But you think he's gonna go all out for Winfred Russell and for Siafa Barkley and Kowu? No, your own people have to go out for your own people. So
Yes.
There's,
And you make
there's
a
a
great
there's
thing.
a bootstrap.
I work. My boss now is Jewish. Believe it or not, those people are so supportive. They hold together.
Mm-hmm.
They support one another. It's like the company. They've hired other people from other nationality, but the top brags people, they're Jewish people because I think one reason they do it that way is because they understand one another,
Mm-hmm.
and they know this is where we want to go.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna make a probably. I mean, yes, you may be qualified, but if there's a qualified Jewish person, I'm gonna give them that position because they're gonna understand where I want to go, and this is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You
The
we
thing
have
is simple. The thing is very simple. You know,
yeah,
for years we've been wondering, even in Liberia, just notice, right? The Mandingo tribe, the Fulani tribe, people say, how do they do it? It's a simple thing. They pass down. They pass down knowledge. They pass down legacy to their own people. You don't see them giving anybody else loan. If you're not from that tribe or you're not from that particular community, they are building legacy. There is no secret. The only way Winfred Russell and Siafa Barkley and Kowu and Naquita can go to the next level, can keep excelling in American politics. If yes, it's good for the American community to know who they are and vote for them, but who's going to sell them?
yes, we have to sell them. We have to be
Liberian.
able to sell them, and we have to. And one of the things I like is that I don't know why Liberian preachers or pastors shy away from this, but hats off to Kowu's pastor, Pastor Tapla, our pastor. He did a video.
Wow.
He did a video. It is posted all over social media on why he feels that Kowu should be elected. Some people say, "Oh, I can't tell my congregation to do this. Oh, I can't do the fact that he's done that." He has over 700 members. So that's also encouraging.
And
And
the voters are right there in the church.
yes, and not only that, he also did a video for Winfred. So that says a lot about him, that he has encouraged his people to say, "This is where I'm leading, and this is where I want you to go." I see Winfred has joined us.
Oh,
We're
okay.
going to bring him on so that we can be able to talk
That's
to
all.
him. I know they're busy.
All
Yeah.
right. They're busy though.
Yes, I think he's going to come back later. But Winfred, the candidate for mayor, has joined. We'll talk to him also. But it says a lot. It's like you are a man of God. You are a preacher. You have a parishioners. That's
But
part of it.
the man of God is a sheep that has followers. I have a flock. So
Thank
you
you.
impact your flocks with good things and what other
Because
way
you
can you
have to
impact
lead
your flock?
them.
By telling them the nation that they live in, the country that say in God we trust. So what other way can you lead your people the right way to support their own people? So who else also do it for them?
You
That
have
who
to
else
lead
will
them.
campaign? That who else
Yes,
will
I know.
for them?
I was supposed to.
That who's supposed to campaign for them?
If Librarians campaign for them, who else is up campaign for them? So,
Yes.
folks, we've been talking. We've been talking this evening, Hawaii and I. Of course, we're grassroots Liberians. We like we like what's good about Liberia and what's bad about Liberia. We talk about it, but we're here this evening to promote 5 people to encourage Liberians to vote for these people. Here, I'm going to show them to you.
Okay.
Liberians, we want you to go out to vote for these people. It is important. It is important that we come out in droves to win this. It can't be that, oh, I thought he already had it, or I thought she already had it. It can't be that. It must be that we're out there to support these people. So I'm gonna bring Winfred on.
Okay.
Our incoming mayor. Hello.
Yes.
We can't hear you. You're muted.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
Hello.
you so we were just going to do our own thing here, but thank you for coming on.
No, I appreciate, man. Thanks for the opportunity. This is It's wonderful that you could put this together and invite all of us and give us an opportunity to chat with uh, your viewers and hopefully connect with some of our voters. So this is wonderful. Thank you.
So how are you feeling? I mean, of course, I'm sure you know how are correct.
What do you mean you sure?
This is how I Mexico.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, of course I do know. Of course I do
You
know
know.
her.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
I do know her.
how are you feeling? How are you feeling today?
No, we're good. I mean, we're doing good. I mean, we've been door knocking. We've been out there. That's part of why I am coming on this show so late. But because we're out there trying to reach as many voters as we possibly can. Today, we had early voting taking place at City Hall up until 5 by 4:30 today. So there are a number of folks out there. So we've been getting out to vote. We're trying to encourage as many people to get out to vote. But we're door knocking, and as we move along, different neighborhoods and different community groups, we are pressing flesh and asking people to come out to vote for us. The momentum is there.
Yeah.
We're doing the best we can to get the message out. But at the end of the day, we have to show up to vote because
Yeah.
every vote counts, and especially in Minnesota in Brooklyn Park, where you have uh, election, that is won by one vote, sometimes two votes. I lost one time by 5 votes. The current mayor,
Wow.
she won by 2 votes.
Wow.
So
Wow.
there you have it. It is important that if you live in Brooklyn Park, look, listen, folks, we cannot go and lose this thing for the second. We cannot go and not win. We have to be able to win this. And like if it's that, if the chance of losing is that small,
Yes.
it means that all hands needs to be on deck, and we need to be able to go out there to be able to encourage people to vote. If you can pick somebody up, pick them up, encourage them to vote. My aunt, I talked to Shane. I have an aunt and uncle that lives in Brooklyn Park. I've spoken to them about it. I said, listen, old lady, please make sure you go out there and go vote. I said, please make sure you go out there and go vote. Yes.
Yeah, that's what is going to take is that every one of us we have to show up and exercise our civic responsibility by voting. I mean, it's that simple. There are a lot of challenges in our community. We complain a lot, but the way to fix the challenges that we have and some of the issues that we have, the way to do that is to vote. You
Yeah.
know, and because we need representation. There's just too many of us, especially in Brooklyn Park.
Period.
There's just too many of us here to not have representation. And if I'm not elected to the city council, to if I'm not elected as mayor, God forbid, we will have zero representation.
Exactly.
Uh,
So it
at
is
City
that
Hall.
serious. It's that
Yeah,
serious.
it's that serious because my current seat as a city council member, that seat expires in December 31st. So
Wow.
there will be no representation. And for a community as large as we are here, um,
There's no way.
it makes no sense. We need to have representation. We are the economic backbone of Brooklyn Park. We are the
Yes.
largest Black community in Brooklyn Park. We are the largest number of Liberians concentrated in one area in the United States of America. I mean,
Exactly.
there's no way around it.
Yes. Yes. How are?
Yeah, so I wanna give a quote that this lady that I'm very I love dearly, Sharon Salzberg says, voting is an expression of our commitment to ourselves, So when you vote on another the country in this world, you're not even voting for Winfred Russell. You are making a commitment to yourself that you believe in what he's speaking for, what he's fighting for your children. You are making a commitment to your household. You are making a commitment to a generation of legacy. So you got to look beyond the voting and the individual. What am I even voting for? Is it a commitment to just Winfred Russell? Is it just me? You are voting for many other Liberian Americans' children that are not even born yet. That policies that he will put in place that you are voting for. So as that lady said it very clear. There's no if and end. It's a commitment that you are doing, and you must fulfill the commitment.
Yes, you have to. That's it. And to hear that you we're running a chance of not having any representation in Brooklyn Park. That
they get their own holiday in Brooklyn Park. They get their own holiday. They get a plane called that says Small Morovia. People can use that kind of big title, and you cannot call somebody that who look like you, who speak like you.
I mean, and one of the things I tell them, Hawa and Glendy, is that look, you may not like me, you may not know me, or you may have your own personal biases or differences with me. But what is critically important is that it is not about me. Okay, I think you all have said this already. It's about the community. Right. I'm only the vessel that's going to ensure that the community has access to power, access to resources, access to representation, so that we're represented. Yes. So it's not about Winfred Russell. It's about the Liberian immigrant community. It's about the African immigrant community. It's about the West African community. It's about the BAPA community in Brooklyn Park. Mm-hmm. But what is also important is that I'm the only Liberian in the race. I'm not running against the Liberian. Yes, the person who I'm running against does not have my level of experience on the city council. I've been elected to the city council now for 4 years. He's never been elected. Okay, he's not in our community. He's not been in the community. He's not working in the community. They only show up during the election. So you're not only voting for me just because you know me or because I'm a Liberian. You're voting for me because I have the experience, I have the track record of producing results, I have the endorsement. That's why I've received the endorsement and the support of the current mayor and the immediate past mayor and a majority of the members of the city council. So this is someone with experience that you can trust. So even if you don't like Winfred Russell, okay, Winfred Russell stands out from his opponent because he's been, in the trenches, on the front line, working in the community for over 15 years, producing results. And not only within the Liberian community here, but even back in Liberia, working with Liberian government officials. I think I just posted a picture a couple of days ago, a meeting with the police chief of the Republic of Liberia, where I established a relationship between our police chief, our fire chief, and out of that meeting came an opportunity of where we, the city of Brooklyn Park, have committed to training Liberian police officers in a sort of train-the-trainer type model. Wow. It is not by accident. That stuff didn't just happen in a vacuum. It's because you have a Liberian there who understands the community, who understands our challenges and can push those things through.
That's right.
True.
That's
True.
Right.
And that one of the things I said to Hawaii, it was the 5 of you that's now on the ballot from Liberia. You're this is base. You're home. You're not, like you say, you're not coming from another area to come to Brooklyn Park to run. You live there. That's your area. You know about it. You know about the Liberian community. You know about Africa. There's so many things that you've been involved with. Everybody, and I said to Hawa, before I even got to know you, I followed you with your work in another African country. Wow. So it's like we know Winfred Russell. We know you don't have to like him, but to vote for him, you have to like Liberia. You have to be in the interest of Liberia. You have to want to have a representation at the table. How I always says, at the table, you want to sit at the table.
My thing is, this is a no-brainer, guys. You're putting that thing here, making it too quick for me, and getting me annoyed. I mean, what are these people waiting for? It's like you got a chance of winning the lottery. Are you
Yes.
gonna miss that chance? There's the lottery we're on, yes. So if Winfred Russell is not seated at the table, who do you guys want to be seated there? The Jewish man, son that will come and focus on his community. We got to be able to fight for our people and make sure that they are seated at the table and they are making decisions for us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And the thing I like about this whole thing is a global thing that is going on. Because if he wins, it's not just a community or just Brooklyn Plaid, Liberian. It's an immigrant community. It's a whole community he's doing. But then if he sees something that in Liberia that needs to be corrected, he can teach us. He can train us. Because now he got expertise. He got technocrats. He got networking of people like he said, the police department that he's doing with the people in Liberia. You know how many training our police can get just from through his networking? Who you guys want to be at the table?
Yes. Yes.
Liberian, you like to follow place, you let party, you let everything. So then you must show yourself now. November 8th. You must show yourself. Oh, I will Park, Minnesota. You know, this is the first time I ever thought about even. I say, oh my God, I wish I was living there because now I'm the whole thing in energy. You know me. And I follow the place up today, and I wear Winfred Russell t-shirt here, uno community and campaign, and I go to Kowu, uno sa, and I go to. You got to be there and be thirsty for change, and make sure that the person you want to represent you is there. You got to be thirsty, and that's it. There's no if Winfred Russell don't win, we blaming it on Liberian people.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Yeah, sorry.
And we don't even want to hear about, like Winfred said, you don't have to like him. It's not about like. It's
not over till it's over. You cannot say, oh, the man went before the man got the contact. If Abraham Lincoln said 1 vote impairs a democracy, 1 vote. 1 vote can make him to not win. We want everybody who can stand in line to vote. You can do there and go there and put your mouth where your money is, and you must execute that thing to vote. Your vote is your commitment. It's not to Winfred Russell. It's to Liberian community, the immigrant community, to our representation of who we are as a people of color. That's what your vote means. And what I want to understand in your head is not about him. It's beyond him.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So as we plan to on Tuesday, I know there's some anxiety. I know there's some there's
butterflies.
Yes. So it's like we want to encourage, if anybody who's watching us, if you know anybody, you're bound to know somebody living in Brooklyn Park. Please, it is that important that we win this so that you can continue to have a representation. And the thing about it, it speaks volume that if the current mayor is going to say, Winfred, you are one, then why would Liberian people not going to say, thank you for saying you won?
Stranger can endorse your own people. Outside person can endorse your own person. They trust the person. And you will not endorse your own people. Yes. Me, I get Jewish people minds. I get Asian people minds. I support my people when they are doing great things, because their representation matters to me. And if they're not at the table, who will state my case? So my Liberian people in Brooklyn Park, their Minnesota, all other places, if Winfred Russell is not at the table, who are you expecting to state your case for you? Nobody. That the question we might ask our conscience from now to November 8th, who will state my case?
Yes.
Yep.
So as we don't want to keep you annoyed, it's been a busy, long day. Hawa is in campaign mode. I was telling Hawa today.
Right now in campaign mode. Today I was in Colorado. I was in Aurora, Mr. Russell, with Laquita Ricks. I was there. We were there knocking from door to door, canvassing, because I believe in her so much. But the idea is I'm thirsty that she wins because she represents me. There's no way that I can be here and sit down and watch a Liberia running in a majority populated Caucasian state and I don't answer the call. We must be able to say, I am my brother, I am my sister keeper, and I must show up and I must do it not just for him, but 20 years from now, we're giving a legacy of Winfred Russell. We want to say we did it and we did it together.
Yes. So there you have it. So that we can leave you alone. What any closing comments or people, anybody who's watching you? What can you say? I mean, you've said a lot. I think we've said a lot. We've been here over an hour now talking. We want to encourage people. It is that important for everybody to put away whatever you think about Winfred, whatever you think about anybody else. just think Liberia. Think Liberia, promote Liberia, and be for Liberia. So anything, closing comments from you, so that we can leave you this evening.
Yeah, thank you. No, just thanks for the opportunity, to come here to share part of my story and share with you and your audience how important this seat is to us as a community, and to encourage as many people to show up to vote on Tuesday, November the 8th. However, there will be early voting taking place on Monday. So if you live in Brooklyn Park or any one of these cities, you can support Siafa Barkley in Roseville. You can support Carl Guano in Brooklyn Center, and Michael Elliott in Brooklyn Center, who is running for mayor there, and our sister Naquita Ricks out in Colorado.
Right.
Again, I think this is an inspiration. There were many young Liberians who come up to me and others have said, because I've seen you there doing this, I can do it too. And I want to do it. I want to be the next mayor, even the governor. You don't have to stop at being a mayor. So this is bigger than us. This is bigger than me,
Yes.
So we just want to encourage all of our folks to come up to vote. And I know that, again, there are many folks, for whatever reason, may disagree with some of the policy decisions that I may have made, but there was nothing that have come through the council in support of the Liberian community or the African immigrant community that I have voted against. I have not. I've always steadfastly supported my community, building relationships on the council, because I have one vote, but to pass something, to pass a law or an ordinance on the council, you need to have a relationship. And so I've built these relationships over the years. I've been there for 4 years, even though I've been involved for about 12 years now. So with all of these structures that have been put in place to hold us back, for the most part, it's going to take more than 4 years to dismantle them. So this is an opportunity for us. And when the mayor was retiring, she said, look, I'm leaving, I'm retiring, but I would like to be replaced by a West African. Because the West Africans supported me, and we are the largest Black group in Brooklyn Park. So this is an opportunity, for us. And if the Liberian being the largest group here in Brooklyn Park and Brooklyn Center, this is an opportunity clearly for us. And if we done, like I said to you earlier, I've been actively involved in running. You sometimes you win some, you lose some, but we've been here for about 12 years. And it's taking me this long, Glendy and Hawa, to get to point where I am very competitive, where I am a heartbeat away from being the next mayor of the 4th largest city in the metropolitan area, within the Twin Cities metropolitan area. And if we don't get the requisite support we need to win, it would take us another 12 or 15 or more years to get another Liberian, along this path to be very competitive in being the mayor of one of the biggest cities in the state of Minnesota. So this is an opportunity for us, my people. You may not like me. I may not have attended your barbecue or your baby shower or whatever. I'm one person. I cannot be all over the place. And if I have said anything to you, like I said, I've been involved for about 12 years now. So it's natural that I may have offended someone, or may have done something or said something that may have offended some folks, but it's never intentional. Okay. We take decisions. That's why we're here, to make the hard decision. It's not going to be popular with everybody. And for that, I'll say I'm sorry if I've hurt anyone's feelings over the years, but this is bigger than me. This is bigger than you. This is about the community, so please give me your vote either on Monday, early voting at the City Hall in Brooklyn Park, or on Tuesday, where you voted for the during presidential election for your precinct, where your precinct polling station may be. Please cast a vote for Russell for mayor of Brooklyn Park, and let's make history together in electing the first black mayor of the city of Brooklyn Park.
Wow.
This is an opportunity for us.
Can
Yes.
you
Thank you.
imagine? Yes.
Yes.
Thank
When you
you
win
so
that was
much.
I've never been to Minnesota in almost 20 years. I went there one time. If you win now, I have to come because we got to
Yeah,
celebrate.
you all gotta come for
This
the
is a Black
inauguration now.
excellence celebration. We got to win.
Yes,
We got
Yes.
to win
yes.
this.
We
I
have
know
Yeah.
we
people.
must.
So
People not
so
quality. They will not complain. That Obama say if you don't vote, don't complain.
don't
If you
complain. Yep.
don't vote, don't complain. The ball is in your court, Liberians. You got to pick up the ball and you got to make a shot. You don't
Yep.
vote, keep your mouth shut.
Don't complain. Yeah.
All right,
Victory, indeed.
All
Winfred
right.
Russell,
all the
victory.
best. All the best. We will continue.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All
Salutes.
right.
Wow.
Okay.
Can
Oh
you
my God, I
imagine?
got chills. The man even win here, I got chills. The
First black.
first black mayor.
Can
Liberian
you
people.
imagine? Folks, we can't lose this.
But I will not forgive Liberians if that man don't win. I will not forgive them.
I swear. I swear.
If that man don't win, I will not forgive Liberians in me. So that I will not forgive you. We
Yes.
got a good shot. And
Good
all
shot.
the people on this ballot should even have the same shot because you guys can do it.
Yes,
There's
they can.
enough
Yes,
people.
they
The
can.
people
Yes,
there
they
is
can.
one of the highest immigrants in that state, in that area. They palo, there are plenty. Palo. We will not only show off for barbecue and party and for drama.
True.
Let's
True.
show up for black excellence. You know what it is? Or Liberian son of the soil, the first black mayor. Guys, y'all can do this.
Yeah.
Do it. In Minnesota,
Yes,
do
they
it.
can. They can. I want
We'll
to thank
do
you
it,
so
partner.
much.
It'll be my favorite. It'll be my it'll be my favorite state.
We gotta do it. We'll be there for that inauguration. However, we're speaking it into existence. Winfred Russell is gonna win. Cole
First
Fuego
black
is gonna
African
win.
mayor.
Stefan Parker is gonna win, and Nikita Ricks is going to win.
That's right.
We're rooting for all of them. We will.
I need all of their pictures so I can post on my page, please.
I will send it to
So
you.
I get people who living in Minnesota and I get people who living in the place. My followers, they may not be your followers, and your followers may not be my followers.
I will send all to you. I will send all the pictures. We're gonna continue doing what we want to do Monday. Monday evening, we'll probably, if our has time, we'll do this again because you have to go vote on Tuesday.
Well, Michael Padmore, I know he's tired with me. Where's Michael Padmore?
I think Michael Padmore too lives in Brooklyn Park. He better
Hey, that man, that big boy. He's the doctor. He's the doctor over there. He must make sure that the people there win.
Yeah, Michael Padmore, if you're listening to us, please make sure get your people from Brooklyn Park. Winfred has to win this.
Yes.
Thank you, Howard.
Well,
thank you so much.
Now.
All right, let me play music. I know so you get this.
You know I like to dance. I play some music. And you guys, when they see my t-shirt, it says speak your mind, even if your voice shakes. You can speak your mind silently through voting. You even gotta talk. Just put it there. Bang.
Yes.
When you in Kowu district, you see her name. Check it. You in Siaka district, you see her name. Check it. You eat Winfred Russell. That all part, that the biggest one said. You want to go somewhere? People don't say where are you from? Liberia. Oh, are you from Liberia? What the first African mayor? You don't want to get that?
First black
mayor. You want to hear that good news, eh?
This book, that can be answered. Oh,
we all copyright because these are our Liberian brothers. So we all copyright Calvi Adams because we're promoting Liberia excellence here. What time are you coming on Monday, Glendy?
Yeah, let me know the time. We'll plan the time.
All right.
What time works for you?
Oh, a little late now. So it might be like, well, you can still do it in the evening time. My kids have practice. I will message you, but I can still.
All right, let me know the time so we can do it Monday.
Yes.
Do it Monday.
November 8th is the day, guys. The early voting. Go and vote.
Brooklyn Park, you better go vote. Do you hear what the man saying? If he doesn't win, you ain't got nobody in our city council.
But the man term end in December. So when he win, it finish for you. And if you don't vote, close your mouth. If you don't vote, don't complain.
Shut up. All right, Howard.
Bye.
Thank you. see you again on Monday evening talking about candidates. We will see you on Monday evening. We're going to be talking. Liberia has an opportunity to have 5